It's now 10 o'clock. Here's your August update. Investigations deepen into last night's murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw, a talented cellist who had recently been granted a place at Juilliard, was found strangled at her home last night. With the murderer still at large, Chief DuPont has urged residents to remain calm and stresses there is almost no chance of anyone else being harmed. Alice, if you're listening, let me know you're okay. In other news, a handful of August residents have reported seeing strange lights in the sky earlier this evening. The lights, which witnesses describe as searingly bright, were spotted over the east edge of town, past the fire station. Have you seen any strange lights? Or for that matter, little green men? Let me know. That's 10 o'clock with Poe.
So, someone posted in the chat, "This is boring." So I checked their chat history. They got banned for saying they stuck a finger up their ass. Then the next comment was, "I'm unbanned." And then they said, "This is boring." So I banned them.
Thing also suggests that you're feeling overwhelmed, but in this case, family represents feeling warm and loved. The crying...
Oh, it's you.
Who else would it be?
I was hoping it might be Zach.
Do you know John Pope?
No.
From Poe and Monroe?
Oh, him, yes. I've heard him on the radio. Never met in real life, though.
He didn't deliver free radio?
Are you mocking me, Sam? No, I have never met the man.
Seen Zach lately?
No. And I've got some very important news for him if he ever shows up.
Important news?
Yes. If he ever shows up.
Oh, you're hinting. Alice says she gave you a free radio.
Yes, now I remember. It's the one in the hall. Sometimes cuts through the unbearable silence in this place.
Oh, you get used to the silence. Remember anything?
Not really. I expected her to be blonde for some reason.
Cough. The dais, if you can call it that, is a mossy slab beside Carnby Stream. The clouded sky picks out highlights in the water as it travels past jutting rocks and reeds. It's a calming juxtaposition.
Sorry, Sam, what can I do for you?
You alright?
Yeah, I always cry around this time of night. What's the point, Sam, huh? If we can't save them. Mercury is a curse. It's like some tourist guide for murders. I try for Alexi and Rain to make them think that we can make a difference, make a change, but we haven't so far. What if we can't make a change?
I'm here. Things have already changed.
Maybe. If we could just save one person, Sam. Alice. We need to save her. We need to.
You know a Lawrence Petrovsky?
It rings a bell, but no. Sorry, Sam.
Any luck with Mercury?
Not really. But it wants to know why you're hesitating.
I'm not.
Mercury thinks you are. I can see its point. Ellis is in danger and you're still here asking questions.
Of course I am. What should I be doing?
Protecting her? I'm not saying lock her in a vault and surround her by guards, but anything would be justifiable at this point. I'd at least have eyes on her, and don't trust the police to do it. They have a poor track record.
Cough. Coughing more blood. Long swipes with his sleeve.
Hello, Lawrence. Tell me about Hong Kong.
It's a lovely place. It has the third most high-rise buildings of any city in the world.
How'd you catch a traveller?
Honestly, you don't. Once they're caught, a few hours later they've hopped timelines into someone else. We just keep chasing them. Continuously trying to stop them ruining lives.
Can you force them to leave?
No, but they don't like being exposed. If Mercury pointed them out, they're already in trouble. We'd do a reading. Mercury would know.
Tell me about Lawrence.
So that's what this is about. Chief Dupont has finally dug up my old record. I am Lawrence Petrovsky.
And you murdered?
Victoria Cheng. A very good painter. I didn't kill her, though. I was trying to save her.
Tell me about it.
Hong Kong. It was our third encounter with a traveller. We'd managed to trap her on the roof of an apartment complex. Roughly translated, the building was called Flight, which was ironic. When the traveller realised we had it cornered, it tried to jump off. I managed to grab Victoria's ankle, but I couldn't hold on. Hong Kong being Hong Kong, there was about 37 tourists that filmed the whole thing. So to some people, it looked like I was dangling her over the edge of a building to meet her doom. I wasn't. I was trying to save her.
In a circus, walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks, but the...
It was weird. Zach thought he'd already met me. Why would that be, Sam?
Sounds like he was...
That's what I thought, although I'm sure he said my name. Anyway, I did find out one thing. He has a massive collection of books about serial killers. What's that about?
Tell me about Victoria Cheng.
Oh my god, who told you about Victoria? She died. Jumped off a building. We tried to save her. Well, Rain tried to save her. Sam, we need to save Ellis. Victoria's already gone. Who, what, Petrov's what? No. Should I? He's off the radio. I don't really know him. Actually, I'm glad you're here. I really, really want to do a reading for you right now. You know, to help.
Okay.
Great. Let me just draw 3 cards for you.
Aren't you supposed to shuffle?
I shuffled before you got here. Okay. Oh, the 2 of Cups. That's mysterious. Is there anyone you feel a spark of attraction to? Maybe someone you've met recently? The Lovers. I did not expect that. It seems this attraction has the potential to be life-changing, if you want it to be. And finally, the Knight of Cups. This card is about pursuing your heart's desire. I think it's time to tell that someone special how you really feel. Wow, what an interesting reading. Does it mean anything to you?
I should ask you out on a date if we survive.
You catch on quickly, don't you, Sam?
Oh my god. Goodbye.
But Marek, what I'd like to say to you is that maybe you weren't.
Don't confirm the existence of travelers. They're not ready.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Curiosity shop. Okay, Monroe, here's the... Oh.
Did you get a call from my doctor?
Your doctor did call.
Did you tell her I was being compliant?
Of course.
I said you were taking the pill. Are you?
No. Not anymore.
I think you're supposed... I think you're supposed to take the pills, Violet.
Well, you're normally more forceful about it, Claude. You said my UFO was real. So why am I taking pills?
I didn't say the UFO was real.
Are you trying to make me go mad? Just an hour ago, you said there was a UFO sighting. Now it's take the pills, Violet.
You said you saw other heads when you were taken.
Yes. Other girls, younger than me. Nobody I recognised. They all had red hair.
Do you think this place is nearby?
Maybe. If there's some kind of film studio or something. The place didn't look like this place. My memories are vivid and clouded at the same time.
From?
I'm
This
tired.
man.
I'm not sure, actually.
I'm a
Yeah, could be,
sleepy girl.
yes. Would you say?
Hi, Lawrence.
Tell me about Hong Kong.
If you know about Hong Kong, then I don't have to tell you anything. It's all in that report that you've clearly read.
What does the name Lawrence
Oh, he's
Petrovsky
dead.
mean to you?
Well done, Chief. You've discovered Rain is my stage name. Please try and save Ellis. She's the one in danger, and we've already had one dead body on your watch.
And the process caused the pain you see on his face. These tattoos are a reminder that some things are best left un...
I haven't asked you about Zach yet.
Until a few hours ago, I never heard of the guy. Creepy as fudge, if you ask me.
Thanks, Lexi. Thanks, Lexi. It's always a pleasure.
Anything for you, Chief?
At some
With
point, my net's
Poe
gonna
and
drop.
Monroe. Okay, so we've heard from Alex, and Alex has said that they have the same dream every night. Now, it's dreaming beneath the surface. Breathe that long on.
Chief DuPont. Grave news indeed.
Will Ellis be safe with you here?
No. She wants me to keep broadcasting, which means I'll be booth-bound for most of the night. She'd be safer at home, with someone protecting her.
Can't I get someone else to handle the radio?
And murder Poe and Monroe? No, Chief DuPont. Ellis couldn't take that. Not tonight. We did think of asking you to do a guest evening at some point, though, if you're interested.
No, I don't. I would love to.
Then I will pencil you in, Chief. It would be an honor and a privilege. Sorry, I must go back to the broadcast. The radio, she calls me like a siren, and she must be obeyed.
You know, Poe, I think you're actually getting a lot better at this.
Thank you very much.
So, obviously, once again, Alex, thank you very much for sharing this one with us. I would love to talk about this one in
Did I? I don't think I spoke to Ellis.
emotional state of mind. And now, the black hair in this dream. I delivered radios all over town. I don't think I should have bothered with some of them, though. I don't think... Violet, is it? I don't think Violet liked me very much.
Maybe she was jealous.
Maybe. I don't know why anyone would be threatened by me, though. I'm not interested in stealing anyone's man. So I really hope that, Alex, that you find someone to reach out to. But thank you again for sharing with us.
Oh, I'm so impressed again, Monroe. You're so observant.
I try.
Hopefully.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
One. So this is coming from Marek, and they say, walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks, but the playing poker. I fall, but I never hit.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it. Sharks, they stand danger that's lurking.
Violet, I'm actually a bit tied up at the moment. Well, in danger, actually.
Why don't you like me?
What? I like everyone. What makes you say that?
You're trying to take Zach from me.
No, I don't think so. I don't like Zach in that way. Maybe in any way, even. So we can be friends now?
Yes. Maybe.
Okay, then. We can work on that. Maybe another time? You go to the circus, it's massive, and it's a crazy experience, and some people love it, some people hate it. But what it actually relates to is being out of control.
Bronwyn.
Hi,
Why don't
I'm
you like
Bronwyn.
me?
I'm Bronwyn.
This is such a treat.
There is, the stakes are high.
But what else do you need?
Oh, yeah, you need to...
Right, so what the tightrope refers to is actually the balance in your life.
What can we do to help Alice?
Haven't we done enough? Not many people get to know when they're going to die, let alone get the chance to avoid it. We've given Ellis a huge advantage.
So what should we do? Do you really think she's got a chance?
Maybe. Maybe Sam's her lucky charm. Anything short of an apocalypse would be considered a victory at this point.
That you do? You'd attract their attention.
What are you doing now?
I don't know. I don't want to lie about my alibi again, though. What should I do?
Log into Tarotasm. Stay with me.
Okay, this time we'll actually stay in the same room, though. And maybe we should try and hang out with Rain and Violet, too. Group alibi. You're the best.
Perhaps, Marek, you need to take a step back. I think in this case.
Very good.
Thank you for your dreams.
School.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Night.
The Bag Lady by David F. Schultz. Read by Venom.
No Zach. Why
Breathing
don't you like
themes.
me?
Time
Okay.
in the closet, peering through the crack. It floated there in the center of the loft. The Bag Lady.
Hello.
I have to
I'm
go through
Rain.
everyone, I'm sorry.
I'm Rain.
Dimly lit in blue. Through the tall glass windows.
Hello.
Why do you think the killer's chosen Ellis?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm a redhead. I suppose I should feel left out.
Bag Lady floating. as if suspended in currents of unseen water.
It's getting closer, isn't it?
What's getting closer?
The event. Whatever's going to happen to Ellis. I can feel it.
Do you think this John Pope is involved?
I doubt it. As far as I know, they're live on air a lot of the time, and not sure he could have nipped out, murdered Dorota, and made it back for the news at 10.
So it could be him then?
It could be anyone. It could be you, Ray.
In the room, and yet there it was, until it wasn't.
Hey.
How's the Ouija?
Full of annoying voices that aren't helping me. I've only just got back from the photographer's place, so I haven't had a chance to go at it yet.
Say anything about me?
I didn't ask yet about you. Do you think I should?
No. Yeah.
Alrighty, stay there and I'll think of a question. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. I asked it if you were still the same Rain I knew and loved.
A blink, and there it was, clutching my shoulders with spiked
Interesting.
pockets. A cold.
Rain, what an unexpected pleasure. Maybe you could help me with something.
Sure.
When you were here yesterday, you don't recall seeing a small green velvet pouch anywhere, do you?
No.
Well, keep your eyes peeled. The pouch contains Augustian gold coins, believed to have been part of Mary August's original hoard. Oh, sorry, you don't know the town's origin story.
Oh.
Suffice to say, if you see them, please return them to me. They're in the pouch for a reason. If anyone comes into contact with them, bad things happen. I have to be on air in a minute. Another time, maybe.
And were less of a corpse. But the entity did not understand the concept of water or air, floating or standing, living or dead. These things were all alien to it.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Lexi.
From prostitution as age, drugs, and street life took their toll on her.
Hi, I'm Lexi.
In the clutches of the entity, in an empty penthouse lair.
I'm Lexi.
And the entity had...
It's going to be soon. Whatever happens to Alice, it will be soon.
How do you know it's going to be soon?
I can sense it. Are you not picking anything up, Lex? There's a traveller nearby.
No. How do you know all this?
Because I'm the traveller. I'm grabbing my new hoodie out the box. Oh. Oh, it's a zip-up hoodie too. That's nice. Oh, it's super big. Cool.
Mescaline mainly, but I don't recommend you try it. Do you really want to hear this?
Yes.
At uni, I read a book by Aldous Huxley called The Doors of Perception. He takes mescaline and basically trips his balls off. And the party girl I used to be thought, yay. My experience wasn't anything like his, though. People looked like tiny rainbow outlines. And I would notice that some of them would just appear from nowhere. Those ones, the ones from nowhere, I think they're the travelers. They kind of merge into one person and suddenly there's only one outline. That's what I see. But you, no drugs for you, young lady. Tea and nothing else, all right?
in my brain. Small talk with the servers at the restaurant. Not this one, the worm had to be told incessantly. Not these ones, the worm had to be told as people strolled past on the sidewalk. Told when talking with coworkers and asset.
Oh.
I looked into the eyes of the people I spoke with, and they looked into mine.
Wait, did we?
Increasingly impatient.
We haven't.
People sensed it. Sensed something was wrong, just behind my eyes. But they didn't comprehend the true horror.
Ellis time.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
What's special about this one?
Oh.
The answer was nothing. How about something to eat, I said. Somehow both, together.
This game is so fucking crazy, man. It's
changed to buy him a coffee and a conversation. A talk. It was George. George had lost his job and his family and couldn't work because of pinched nerves.
Oh.
Perhaps his story was embellished for panhandling, but the worm didn't care. The worm waiting for me to
Alice, do you have the amethyst?
What amethyst?
What amethyst?
Poe's amethyst pendant? The one we have the buyer for?
Poe's pendant?
Okay, we're playing silly buggers now. Don't worry about it. My buyer would have found something by the time you pitch up with it anyway.
Hello?
bathed in blue light with the glass.
Al, I'm so sorry. You mean everything to me.
What?
I won't let you die.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm okay. It's you who's shrouded in darkness, my love. El, we must finish what we started.
Let's finish it.
El, I fell in love with you the first day we met. You ripped out my heart, diced it into pieces, and reshaped it in your form. I will always be yours, forever. El, will you marry me?
Yes!
No.
No.
El, isn't this what you wanted? For us to be together forever? I don't really understand. But I'll wait. There's too much at stake now. How can I expect you to make a decision like this? Forgive me?
Are you really married? Are you really married?
Yes, you've met my wife and family. They're sadly not actors I've hired to make my life look richer than it is. Tomorrow, I will tell her about us. And I will leave her. Another heart broken, another family destroyed, another villainous father.
Is your wife gonna kill me?
No. At least I don't think so. She doesn't know anything about us. Not yet, anyhow.
I slept with Dorota.
Oh. Why? And why are you telling me now?
You didn't know? Because I wanted to.
I see. The rallying cry of this century. Because I wanted to. No thought for others, only themselves.
Don't give me that.
But I can't think less of you, Elle. Your brain works in mysterious ways that can't be faulted. The problem always lies with my logic, not yours. I forgive you.
Slowly towards lung. And what did you want exactly?
Yes, he is cheating on his
Long
wife.
steps
while
backwards in
saying
rhythm
that.
with the girl. I'm dying. I don't want to die. You said you could grant me eternal...
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Oh.
She staggers with each impact, then begins to sprint at...
Zach,
I'm here.
the game is up. I think you should leave town.
What?
I know where you were last night. I followed you to Dorota's house. Well, I didn't know it was Dorota's house until we arrived. Call it women's intuition.
I was at the studio. You were at Dorota's.
Don't change the subject. Sam and Dupont will put two and two together.
And then what?
And then they're going to arrest you. You weren't there long, I suppose, but then I guess it doesn't take you long, does it?
You're spying on me.
I followed you there, then back to the studio. You lied to the police. You lied to me. I'm done with you. We're finished. Don't come back here again.
Moves as if it has a mind of its own. She tries to resist the movement, but it's too strong. It darts into the jacket and pulls out...
Oh yeah, the clocks went forward, didn't they?
She lets it put the cigarette to her lips and lights it. Cough. Coughing like it's her first smoke. She looks down. Frogs. Gotta find me a good one.
Dreams with Poe and had this dream.
Good evening, Zachary.
Oh. What?
That's for being a creep with Alice. Now get out of my radio station.
Station.
Oh,
Station.
Robin.
I got an
That sounds like
achievement
quite a
called
horrible one to
Potent.
wake up to every day. What do you think, Poe? What do you think this perhaps could represent?
Well, Monroe, I think with the photos and the family, so I think there are...
Last but not...
I'm Poe, and this is your August update. August update.
For Robin, because perhaps there are...
I'm sorry, can I help you?
I've just moved in next door.
It's not a very good time at the moment, I'm afraid.
Really? Anything I can help with?
No, not really.
Situation is related to past. Now, the photo albums, they represent your past. Just that you're feeling overwhelmed. But in this case, the crying can signify, once again, those negative emotions that you're feeling. What I'm taking from this, Robin, I think you're finding it hard to break away from a painful situation. You feel...
Uh-oh. Here we go.
And if I'm honest... John, I'm gonna be fine.
How long have we been together now?
On the radio? I started at Radio August about 2 years ago. Why?
No, I mean, romantically. Do you want me to leave my wife?
I only want you to do what makes you happy. I'll be waiting for you either way.
Why didn't you tell me about Dorota?
What didn't I tell you about Dorota?
I'm giving you a chance to tell me now.
Can't we talk about this another time? It's just that it's late, and I'm about to get murdered. I thought you'd come to put your arms around me and tell me everything was going to be all right.
We need to talk about this now.
What's got into you, John? This is a side I haven't seen of you. I think you should go cool down.
Here, in this place, so far away from home. With some regret, he thought back to the day he volunteered for a top-secret project at an undisclosed location. Instead, he now found himself on the far side of the moon.
Next chapter.
Dr. Dimitri Sheffield, an expert in the field...
Actually, let's get a TLD. Oh.
I suppose it did look a bit like that on the video. He managed to grab her ankle as she went over, but he just didn't have the strength to hold her. Still, he kept pretty quiet about that, didn't he?
They did try.
How did they even get in that position, Sam? That's the question you should be asking. Sure, he tried to save her, but did he?
You get a phone call from Violet's doctor?
Yeah, Dr. Tanner. She's checking up on Violet. Why are you still giving her a hard time about this? She's had it tough enough already.
You know about the aliens.
She's had a shopping list of medical issues. This is just the latest thing. She might seem tough on the outside, but she's frightened, Sam. About a lot of things.
What things?
The doctor said the aliens are delusions, a side effect of her previous alcoholism. She's been sober 6 months, and I don't want to change that, Sam. The neuropathy she suffered due to alcohol is causing her problems. The pills are to try to help with that, but I guess they have side effects too. Memory loss. She's not a monster. Just a little girl lost.
Alcoholism?
She was drinking to forget. She ran with a bad crowd a few years ago. They branded their backs with symbols, basically a cult. The leaders were imprisoned, but they left a lot of baggage behind. You won't get any mileage talking to her about it, I assure you.
So what do we know?
Rain's still a suspect. No corroborated alibi. Bronwyn Castle has one, Lexi Taylor doesn't. I got my search back on Rain, or Petrovsky, as we should call him. He's got priors that you're looking into. Rain met Ellis when he was touting for work. He gets around quickly. Zach seems to be a fan of serial killers. At least, you've told me he has an extensive book collection on them. You found another connection between Zach and Ellis, selling Poe's pendant in exchange for nude photos. Zach has a thing about this, doesn't he? Ellis knows Violet because of the free radio project. Ellis thinks Violet doesn't like her very much. I'm not sure I like you very much. Where's the proof? Violet's just admitted being at the crime scene last night with Zach. It's not looking good for Zach now. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. I think you've narrowed it down to Zach, Rain, and Lexi. That's just my professional opinion, mind you. Feel free to ignore the person who hired you.
Yeah, I will.
That's it.
Dimitri's growing frustration. At this point, Dimitri started to wonder if the pit even had a bottom.
You've told me about the cult.
How do you do it, Sam? It's been just a few hours since you've arrived, and yet you've got my life story already.
I'm from the cult.
Show me where they branded you. You can't, can you? There are only 7 of us. Those faces still haunt my dreams. Thanks for bringing it up again, though. Such a joy to be around, Sam.
Just doing my job, babe. You're a Dorota's then?
He didn't. He was the one in her bedroom last night. I never made it that far. I just followed him to her house.
Why?
I wrongly assumed we were in a relationship. I thought that he was cheating on me. Which he was. I saw him leave Dorota's and I followed him straight after. I don't know if anyone else was there.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Because I was protecting Zach. This looks bad, doesn't it?
Yes. It looks very bad.
If you're really that sure about it. The others offered no protest.
Nope.
All right, Dr. Sheffield, you're all hooked up and ready to go. The crew member who had helped.
You have a lot of books about serial killers.
I find the whole subject fascinating. What makes them tick, nature or nurture? The FBI's behavioral science unit profiled your average serial killer as a white male in his late 20s. Not very progressive, is it?
You were at Doritos last night then?
Well, if Violet said it, it must be true. I was here last night, as I said.
You are so smug.
About the earpiece he was wearing. Yes, Dr. Utani, I hear you loud and clear, he replied. All right, we're going to accelerate. Dr. Utani sounded tired. Besides, we don't want you down there any longer than necessary.
We are now getting ready for
Even
the
in
next
the
chapter.
moon's low gravity, he could feel his stomach drop as his
chapters
descent
are
quickly accelerated. Dr. Utani checked in with him at regular intervals to confirm that their communication was still working and to notify him of the depth of his descent. 200 meters, 300 meters, 400, 500, 600, 700. Nearing the end of the rope now, she informed Dimitri at 800 meters. If we lose communication, just...
Okay.
The rest was inaudible. I'll just tug the rope and you'll pull me back up, Dimitri said.